let's get to know the different modes of transportation available in the Philippines. Hi, I'm Christine. Welcome to my channel, Learn to Speak Filipino. Kotse, that's the most common. Kotse is car. Okay, so when you say kotse, it means any kind of car that is considered private. So for example, you can have the sedan, you can have the SUV, you can have a van. All these are privately owned. That's the concept. Unless they use it for taxi. Okay, let's move on to the jeep. Okay? In the Philippines, you have jeep. Okay, wherever you go, from Luzon to Visayas to Mindanao, you will always find the jeep. Okay, so you say in English, you say jeep, Jeep. In Filipino, well, you say DYIP and you pronounce it as jeep. Okay, so jeep is common in the city, even in the provinces. They say that the jeep or jeepney gives a lot of Filipino identity. So when you see the jeepney, it's iconic. It represents the Filipino culture. And if you notice, no jeepney is the same. Before the e-jeepney came, the jeep or jeepney that we had before the e-jeepney in NCR right now or in Metro Manila, it reflects the personality, the values, and the lifestyle of the driver. The next one, we have the bus. Okay, sound like a loco, so don't pronounce it as bus. You say bus. Okay, one more time, you say bus. Right? In Filipino, okay, we refer to the bus, bus, as bus. Okay? So buses are also common. Not only in Metro Manila or in NCR, but also in the other places, islands, or provinces in the country. There are some buses that would bring you to the southern Tagalog region, and you can travel for like 11 to 12 hours. So if you'd like to go somewhere north, there are also buses that would bring you to the northern part of Luzon. Okay, so you say bus or bus. Now, this vehicle, I really am so scared to ride. Okay, motorcycle. In Filipino, we refer to the motorcycle as motor. Okay, you know, the two-wheeled motorcycle. Okay, so you say motor or you say motorsiklo. Now there's really a lot, maraming motor, okay, sa buong Pilipinas. So you say motor or you say motorsiklo. Okay, let's move on to tatlong gulong. Okay, this one I could ride. Okay, we say tricycle. Tricycle. Again, in Filipino, when you spell in Filipino, it's always the as pronounced. So whatever the sound that you heard, okay, that is how you will write down the word. So tricycle is spelled as Traysikel. So you say tricycle. Okay, tricycle. Now, this mode of transportation is usually used in communities. No? Even in the provinces, this is also common. Tricycle has tatlong gulong, 3 wheels. It also uses the motorsiklo, but there is a sidecar. So they say that tricycle is mas mahal, is more expensive, okay, than riding the jeepney. Okay, so this is usually found within communities, and it's usually used for very short rides. Okay, very short rides, and usually the tricycle route does not have the jeepney route, or the jeepney cannot get into that community, so it's easier to ride the tricycle. Moving on, let's go to the next mode of transportation, bisikleta. bicycle, okay, we say bisikleta. Okay? The bisikleta is also a common way of getting from point A to point B. There are also a lot of places, maraming lugar, where they also provide not only for motorsiklo parking, but also for bicycle parking. Okay, so in Filipino, we call bicycle bisikleta. Okay, now let's go farther. Okay, pasyal tayo. Let's move on to places outside of Metro Manila. Okay, and we ride with a lot more people, like eropplano. Okay, eropplano is how we call the airplane or the aircraft. Okay, so eropplano. Okay, so when you go to NAIA, different terminals, that is where you ride the eropplano or airplane. Now, kung ayaw mong lumipad, if you don't want to fly, okay, lumipad is to fly, well, you can sail. Okay, so you can ride the barko. Okay, barko is used to refer to the ship, okay, the bigger one. Okay, so you can go to the different islands in the Philippines, okay, getting into the ship. All right, so there are also ferry, okay, and there's also I think from Batangas to Mindoro, you can ride the ferry about 2 hours. From Batangas port, you would already reach Mindoro. There's also the Roro or the roll on, roll off. Okay, now if you're already in the island, or maybe you flew, okay, you in the eroplano, and then you get into the island. So for example, you flew going to Boracay. Okay, before you reach the Boracay Island, there is the bangka. Okay? Bangka is a boat. Okay, it could be a small boat or it could be a big boat. But usually, when we refer to bangka, that is what we ride. But to get into the island, to Boracay Island, you ride the bangka or the boat. Okay? The last one is tren. Of course, it's train. But again, you want to sound Filipino and you want to sound local. So you say tren. Okay, so we also spell it as T-R-E-N, tren. Now, you have to know these initials or acronym if you want to go around Metro Manila. So for tren, we have the LRT. Okay, LRT, we have 1, we have 2. Okay, we have the MRT. Okay, I think we also have 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so you can ride the MRT to go from Monumento, the north side of Metro Manila, to Makati. Okay, so you can ride the MRT. It passes along EDSA. Okay, so you have LRT, MRT, PNR. PNR, Philippine National Railways. Okay, this one, if you'd like to go to Divisoria, okay, you could ride the PNR. It gets you to Tutuban, okay? And then you walk a bit and you're already in Divisoria, okay, where you get, if you want to buy wholesale or, you're buying a lot of things and you want it to get at a cheaper price, and you can ride the PNR going to Tutuban. Now, you can also ride the PNR to go all the way to Alabang. Okay. I am not so sure if it's already available, but I think there are also plans to use the PNR for you to get to Laguna and to the southern part of the Philippines, where you say Bicol. So these are all the most common modes of transportation all over the Philippines to help you pasyal, okay, go sightseeing, and discover a lot more places about the Philippines. So I hope you picked up some stuff that will help you with your vocabulary, especially from when going places. Until the next video, marami pong salamat!